Congratulations on the new position. You are the Midnight Driver, and your assignment is hauling a secured Class 4 magical relic across the barren desert to the primary containment site. The artifact itself is safely locked inside the reinforced trailer, but the company wants to be clear about the logistics of this haul. You cannot contain ancient magic with steel. It always leaks. As that energy bleeds into the environment, it actively warps the physical reality of the highway around your truck. To mitigate this, you have been issued a strict, non-negotiable set of corporate protocols. These rules are your only lifeline. Surviving the midnight route has nothing to do with driving skill or bravery. It requires absolute, unquestioning submission to deeply counterintuitive procedures. As you cross into the active anomaly zone, miles from the nearest town, the artifact will initiate its first elemental breach. Rule number 1 takes effect the moment the digital temperature gauge in your cab spikes to an impossible 120 degrees, accompanied by the overwhelming scent of frankincense. Your immediate response must be to roll the windows up tight and blast the cab's heater to its maximum setting. You survive the artifact by showing it you can endure its chosen element. Once that physical attack fails to break your concentration, the artifact will attempt a psychological manifestation inside the confined space of the cab. This brings us to rule number 2. You will look in your rearview mirror and see the distinct silhouette of an ancient pharaoh sitting quietly in the sleeper berth. Do not panic, and under no circumstances should you address him as a king. You strip the entity of its power by looking at it directly and addressing it as a prisoner. The relic relies on breaking your focus through intense physical discomfort and an assumed hierarchical dominance. You have to forcefully reject both. Driving deeper into the night, the relic's influence expands beyond the metal shell of your truck to corrupt the exterior laws of physics. Rule number 3 triggers when the desert floor loses its grip. You will look out your windshield and see cold, gray sand flowing upward into the sky like reverse rain. Gravity is currently a suggestion. Ignore the visual impossibility outside your window, keep a firm grip on the wheel, and drive straight. Your forward momentum is your only anchor to reality. If you maintain your speed, you will hit 3 a.m. This is when the artifact pivots from physical manipulation to technological sabotage. This diagram shows rule number 4, which begins when your dashboard GPS violently recalculates your route, commanding you to take a sharp right turn directly into a solid rock canyon wall. This is not a satellite glitch. The machine has been compromised, and it is actively trying to route you to the underworld. You must completely ignore the machine and trust the pavement directly in front of your headlights. The artifact actively weaponizes your inherent trust in natural laws and digital technology. Blind obedience to the printed company manual is the only valid navigation system you have out here. Eventually, the dense fog will break, and the heavy sensory pressure will lift as you breach the fortified perimeter of the final containment site. The magical anomalies immediately cease. The sky normalizes, the temperature drops, and you are left in a cold, desaturated, utterly normal parking lot. This reveals the primary qualification for success in the supernatural transport industry. Out on the midnight route, magic is never fought with magic. The ultimate defense mechanism against reality-bending threats is cold, unflinching, deadpan discipline. You survived a waking nightmare by treating it like an administrative checklist. All that means is you are officially ready for your next shift.